Check. Welcome back to the channel, guys. There we go. Now I got it right. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We appreciate the support. This is the JH6 channel. This is a channel where we talk about a lot of stuff to include self-defense, God, gear, concealed carry, all that stuff that you guys like to talk about. And I really enjoy making this video. So if you have opinions, comments, or whatever you have, put it down in the comment section. We definitely appreciate that. And check it out, guys. If you want to support the channel, you could become a patron and help me out, because YouTube is demonetizing everyone. You guys know that. I don't need to continue to tell you that. YouTube is trying to take away everything that we are building. So we like to spread the message, and we like to talk about these things. So if you want to support this channel, you could definitely become a patron. Check it out, Cowboy Jay. If you haven't subscribed to Cowboy Jay, he is going to be linked down below to his video that he did about arming family members. And he started a discussion that I want to take part of, because I enjoy talking about this, and I think it's a good discussion. But Cowboy Jay is a really cool guy, so check him out, subscribe to him. And he's one of those guys that like to do a lot of training and a lot of shooting. So me, I like to do a lot of talking. Cowboy Jay is always doing shooting guns and show it to you guys. So some of you guys are going to enjoy that. So check him out. But before we get into this video, big shout out to Hector. Pastor Charles in the house. We had a great message today. I mean, it was amazing. I got to share some of that with you, you know, one of those days. But it was just amazing. Harry says, loves the video. Keep it up. Thanks, man. We appreciate that. Shanice out there says, if you move to Cali, do you get your CC license yet? No, I didn't move to Cali, man. But if you down there, or you all California way, check out the Daily Shooter, because he has a lot of videos about this. And Gustavo is also in the house. Big shout out, everybody. Big shout out to you. You guys are great, and we definitely appreciate that. But check it out, guys. I haven't get a haircut. I need to get a haircut, so you know, don't tell me anything about my hair. You can actually see some of my white hair. Look at that white hair. Cowboy Jay was talking about this, and this is interesting because I talked about this just a few videos ago, where I talked about having a semi-automatic rifle for self-defense. And in the video that he did, he talks about how he was talking to his father, and apparently they live in this place that is very out there, right? Really into the country, where if you call the deputy, so if you call anyone, any type of support, it's going to take a while, right? So they were talking about self-defense, and Cowboy Jay was like, hey, look, you need a good semi-automatic rifle. And in fact, I want to say that he gave away, or he gave his father an AK, and this coming weekend coming up, they were going to go and do some training. I think that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I mean, that's just the way to go, man. Big shout out to you, man, because not only he said, you know what, and again, his parents are big into guns. Not only he said, you know what, a shotgun or a bolt action rifle is not going to be good enough. It has to be a semi-automatic rifle with a respectable caliber. And I agree with that, man. You know, an AK, great platform. AR-15, great platform. So, you know, I think we're in agreement right there. But he also was talking about going there and doing training. So, I mean, the dude knows what he's talking about. I appreciate that, and I appreciate his videos, because that's what it is. It's going to be hard for me to add up to that. But the point to this is that if you need to arm your family, there's going to be some things that you got to take in consideration. And I wanted to bring these things to you, because when I look about arming your family, I'm looking at unit tactics. And I know that's a little bit too out there. Some of you guys are going to be like, dude, it's just my wife and me. But it's going to be unit tactics. It's going to be teamwork. You know, I remember back in the days, we used to go for a run. I had a boss, Staff Sergeant Sorgi. He was one of those guys that was in great shape. You know, all Marines are in good shape. Overall, Marines are in really good shape. But he always used to say that we were professional athletes. And he pushed us really hard. And the point of this was that you are as strong as your weakest one. So if you find yourself in a confrontation, you know, with your family, and your family's defending themselves, or maybe you're finding yourself in a situation where your wife has to take care of the back door while you're taking care of the front door, Again, if she doesn't know what she's doing, or your husband doesn't know what he's doing, because let's face it, there's some girls that are into shooting, you may get in trouble. So the point to this that I'm trying to make is that you have to work together. And back to go to the staff sergeant time in the military, we used to PT, we used to do a lot of physical fitness a lot together, and we embraced that brotherhood. We embraced that fellowship between the platoon, and that's kind of what's going to be between the family. You got to embrace it. You got to know who's going to be the right men for the work, for the job. I remember back in 2004, Iraq, right? I had 2 Marines. One was a gunner, one was a driver. And, the driver was really good at driving, and the gunner was really good at being the gunner, right? So I knew those capabilities. I knew what they did. I knew how they operate. I knew exactly what they were good at, and I used them in the best, capacity that I could. But the only way that I knew that as a vehicle commander back in 2004, or as a, team leader, was the fact that I spent time with them. I worked with them. I trained with them. I slept right next to them. We ate together. We went to places together. So again, it takes time to be able to develop a training format. Not only so much a training format, it takes time to be able to develop a good group. So for example, Cowboy Jay going on Saturday with his family out there, right, to do some shooting. This is the moment where you could identify good things and you could identify bad things. Maybe some of the good things is like, hey, you know what? I'm holding the rifle the right way. I have a good position when I'm shooting. I'm hitting the target. I'm connecting to the target. Or maybe it's completely the opposite, where I don't even know how to hold the rifle. So again, this is one of the things that upset me about the community sometimes, because people make fun of people, be like, oh, you don't know how to hold this, or you don't know how to hold that. I had a guy the other day that told me I shouldn't do gun reviews because I wasn't holding the gun properly or something. Now the video I think it was me and little brother shooting. I don't know if he was talking about me or little brother, but I tell you what, little brother could shoot really well. That's just first of all. And he's really good at shooting. But nevertheless, it was not even a an opinion, not an opinion, feedback. That's not feedback. When you leave a comment saying, hey, you suck, you're not giving any feedback, But if he would have found something wrong with my technique, he could have gave me some pointers right there. I mean, I don't claim to be a subject matter expert here, which I could in some subjects because of my training and my background, but I don't really claim to be one here in the internet. So here's the point to this. Going to training is going to be fantastic, because now he could definitely identify some good things and some bad things and then work for it. Work in the next way, work in the next and the next time they go to the range, or maybe when they go home, they could do some dry practice and things like that, or maybe identify things that they need. Check it out, guys. Here's one thing that you got to keep in mind when it comes to self-defense and when it comes to basic, how do I put this, to fixing an issue. There is issues that are going to be fixed with money, right? And there's going to be some issues that are going to be fixed with practice. So again, if you go to the range with your family and you're not shooting well because you're not having the proper position, that takes practice. But maybe you're reloading and maybe you don't have the proper gear, that takes money. Now you have to buy a chest rig and all that, which again, Cowboy Jay was talking about maybe they're going to pick up one or something like that. So he already identified things that he needs as well. So Hoss is in the house. It says reporting for duty. Right. So here's the deal. Arming your family. A couple of things that I keep in mind, simple. Have a plan. I think having a plan is critical. I keep talking about having a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. I mean, I just keep talking about it. Have a plan. Talk about it. Discuss the plan. If you want to write it down in paper, write it down in paper. The best thing ever is write it down. Then you read it, and then you fix some stuff, and then you fix some other stuff, and then it's in paper. And then everybody could read it. So you could email it to each other. Is this happen? This is what we're going to be doing as a team. The next thing is going to be identify gear that you need. So when it comes to arming the family, and this is what, you know, a lot of times we think about this and we say, okay, we have to arm my family. Okay, I got my wife a Glock 19, by the way. Here's my wife, Glock 19. Bad pistol right here with a TLR1 True Glow size. That's my wife pistol. But a lot of you guys will be like, well, I got my wife a pistol. It's good. Works well. All that. We got to think beyond that. You know, some of you guys talked about this in the past. Like, okay, I got a Glock 17. Now we could share magazines, right? Now we have that ability that I could give you a mag if I need it. You know, if I'm in the front door and there's a riot coming towards the back door to kill me, you know, I have the ability to be able to share those magazines with my wife. So it's not only arming my family with the proper gear, it's also accessories, also things like magazines and things like that. Again, accessories like the TLR1, right? Here's one thing that I will tell you guys. Keeping the same system is just amazing, you know. And as a Marine, I kind of used to hate this, you know, because I wanted to be unique in a way. Let me drink some Coke Zero. By the way, guys, Coke is getting rid of the Coke Zero. I mean, can you believe that? Coke Zero is my favorite drink, which is not good. Some of you guys are going to tell me, man, it's not good. But, yeah, I know. A couple of Marines are in the house, in the comments. Semper Fi to you guys. You guys are great. Check it out. Look. You guys are going to get motivated right there. Hoorah. Got a bunch of eagle off and anchors right there. But do not miss my point here. I used to hate being, you know, having the same thing, but now I get it. Now I totally get it, because if something happened to me or I need something from my fellow brother, I need to be able to share the same equipment. If I run out of rounds, you know, how easily can be, or maybe I'm wearing a chest rig with a bunch of mags and my wife runs out of rounds, I could easily give her a magazine. The problem that we have is that we like toys, right? We like having a bunch of toys and things like that. And sometimes, and it happens to me in the past, where I don't want to buy another Glock 19. Why would I want to buy another Glock 19? I want to buy, you know, my M&P 45 right here, because I just want to have a different guns, right? It's fun to have different guns, and I totally get that. But you got to think about your self-defense. You know, being able to share those magazines can be can keep you alive. You know, you're in the back door, riot starts, something happened. Next thing you know, you run out of rounds. And, you know, the way that we're going right now is insane. It's insane what we're seeing nowadays. Tactical Main, go and subscribe to him. Awesome dude, good friend. Says, my wife is trying to claim the Legion. Oh, man, that 226 was a great gun. But you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to share those magazines. So having that plan, having those guns, you know, that share those capabilities, having the same mentality. So I like to go beyond the conversation, because a lot of times we say, arming a family, I'm going to teach, you know, I'm going to teach my kids how to shoot a 1022. My kid knows exactly what to do, right? And to me, it's like, having the same mentality. Not only having the same mentality, being on agreement. You know, I talk to my wife. Sometimes I tell my wife, if we're not on, and you guys could talk about this, if you're not in agreement, if you don't agree with your spouse, your friend, somebody at work, you're going to argue. I mean, that's just the reality. You are going to argue. If you're not on agreement, you're not going to argue. You're not going to even be good friends if you don't agree in the same thing. Some of you guys could put there in the comments. Some of you guys will be like, if your friend is a liberal and he says, you know what, I hate guns, you probably won't be good friends with him. It's not that you don't like him. It's not that you hate him. It's not that you wish him anything bad. It's not that you are better than that person. You're just not in agreement. You don't agree with him. So you know what? You tend to hang around with people that you agree with. You know, I love God. I love Jesus. I tend to hang around, for the most part, with Christians because we are on agreement. It would be kind of awkward when I'm talking all the time about God, and some of you guys I may be like, you know, at one point you're gonna be like, dude, we're not in agreement. So we don't even claim, we don't even attach that good. I mean, every now and then you could chill with somebody, but you have to be in agreement. So having your family and being in the same agreement may be a good idea. I'll give you an example. And you know what? Again, I think this is one of the worst thing, and actually upset me when I hear Christians talking about this, when they say, well, if a bad guy comes here, I heard this, by the way, I'm making this up. All right, I'm not making this up. If a bad guy comes here and I die, it's okay because I'm going to heaven. And I always says, where in the Bible it says that you should allow someone to kill you and kill your family? Where? I don't know. Maybe I miss it. You guys send me an email or something, because I don't know that part of the Bible where it says that I should allow someone to kill me. I just don't know. And the reality is that if you ever find yourself in that situation, most likely you're not going to allow somebody to kill you. So to me, that's like talk, because your body is designed to pretty much survive. If someone's trying to kill you, you're going to do something to try to survive. I mean, that's just how we are designed. You're just not going to stand there and be like, okay, kill me. It just doesn't work that way. So again, you got to be in agreement, you know, and you have to be in the agreement that I would do anything that I need to do, to protect my family. That's my agreement. You know, if something's happening and you come to my house to hurt me and hurt my family, I am in agreement with my wife that we will do whatever we have to do in order to protect our family. So, you know, listen to Cowboy Jay video, which was great starting point. To me, was like, man, we got it, man. Great points. We actually got to sit down. Like when he said in the video, this is a conversation. We actually have to have a conversation about this, because it goes beyond having a gun. It totally bypassed that. It goes into like having a gun, having the same, accessories, having the same capabilities, maybe having the same mentality, being on agreement that we will do whatever we need to do in order to protect ourselves, having that situation and mindset. I mean, it goes beyond that to me. So, woo, I go on a rampage here. All right, Kevin says, first time in one of this live, finally. What is going on? What's up, man? I hope you're doing great. Thomas Fuller says, FN 5.7. Man, I've been trying to shoot an FN in quite some time. I haven't had the opportunity. Maybe I get one from somebody and I take it to the range. We just moved to a new place, and there has been so many expenses that it's going to be a while before I buy another gun. Cal says, I got a tactical Tomahawk that I use. My dad got the 9mm. I got a Tomahawk someplace here for review that I need to do. Be my Cal Sepper 1 said, doing a video about CFT. Man, I was in the Marine Corps when the CFT came around, when we were doing the trials. I think it was like 2008. And then I did it several times for score, obviously, to qualify. I don't remember much. I mean, it's been years since I did a CFT. What I could tell you is that you do the CFT from July to December, second part of the year, and then you do the PFT on the first part of the year. But I can't remember. I mean, you had to do your presses. You had to do some low crow. You had to throw a grenade. If the grenade hit the pit, you would get some points. I mean, there was a bunch of stuff on it. PFT was simple. Run 3 miles, do 20 pull-ups, and 100 crunches. My last PFT that I did, I ran 273, and I was 30 years old. I think I did 19 pull-ups. I ran in 20 minutes something, and I did 100 crunches. And it was the PFT that I did before I got promoted to the rank of staff sergeant. So I was like pushing it. Amar says, Semper Fidelis for you, man. Rooster Peace in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? If you guys got any questions, put in there. Let me know, because we are about to cut this off. Amar says Smith & Wesson needs cheaper mags. Yeah, man, definitely they do. That's the thing, man. Some of the deals that are going on right now, I've seen some deals online where you get a pistol and they give you a couple of more magazines and things like that. You know, those are good deals, man. So I always think about that. So that's a good question, by the way. Good thing that you mentioned that, because a lot of guys get the gun with 1 or 2 mags and that's it. How many magazines do you need? You know, if you have a Glock 19 and 17 like me and my wife run, what magazines are you going to buy? First of all, in my case, I typically buy the magazines, the Glock 17, because it gives me an additional 2 rounds and you could use it in the Glock 19, right? And again, you know, how many magazines that you need. A lot of guys get all wrapped up around that. I think that overall, how many magazines can you carry? That's pretty much overall. That's the answer right there. How many magazines can you carry? But if you want to have a bunch of more, just in case something happened, or maybe you stash them in a different place, or maybe you take them to your in-laws' house and you have some mags there, or maybe you are in a vehicle, and because you're in a vehicle, you can go and carry more. Definitely that's a good deal as well. Check it out. Let me say something. Abaddon 12 is right here. Man, I forgot to do this. Some of you guys watching, let me see. There is a video going on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a live stream and I'm gonna mention this. I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow because I wanted to say it at the beginning of the video so it gets more traction. But if you haven't checked out Abaddon 12, I'm gonna put, when this video is done, I'm gonna put the links down there. They are doing a fundraiser for a channel called CMax, and the guy, you know, he was diagnosed with cancer. So if you want to check out, I'm going to put as soon as I finish here, check out the site and buy something, buy the t-shirt that they got. Some of the money is going to go, actually all the money is going to be donated to him. And that's amazing. You know, this morning, I think it was this morning or the day before, one of the channels here did a video, and I click on the video. What is that? Living for a While, I think it is. Man, I forgot the channel name now. And he was promoting a link as well where people were donating money. So I went there. I donated some money as well. But I'm going to put that information down tomorrow, brother. When I do my next video, I'm going to like do a video dedicated for that to see if we can help him out, because I think it's great to help people out. That's what we got to do. You know, in the gun community, we need to help each other out. We don't need to be making fun of each other. We don't need to be talking crap about each other. We don't need to be doing this. We already got the liberals trying to take us out. We already have all these people, YouTube, demonetizing us. We have YouTube threatening us with not recommending our videos. Let me tell you something, people. The day that YouTube stop recommending our videos, our channels will die. Because the majority of the views come from recommendations, from suggested videos. You guys think that I get views because I got 41,000 subscribers? We don't get views out of subscribers. We get views out of search results. We get views out of videos being suggested by YouTube. I'm talking about 260,000 views a month comes out of that versus maybe 40,000 come from subscribers. So 80% to 85% of the views come from non-subscribers because YouTube recommend our videos. So the moment that YouTube says, ban, done, you're not going to recommend your videos anymore, our channels will drop in views drastically. So now, some of you guys are going to say, well, what does that matter, right? And I said to you, it matters a lot. Because when you have 8.3 million views in the channel, you know, the Daily Shooter, I don't know, over 10, 12, 15 million views. Dan from the Firearm channel, over 10 million views. You know, Hickok getting 500,000 views a day. Those are views that are spreading the message of the Second Amendment. So when you cut those views out of the way, you are hurting the message. And if some of you guys don't agree with that, I don't know what to tell you. But that's just plain simple to me. Plain simple to me, what I see. So some of you guys will say, well, you know, doesn't matter. You should do this for fun. We are spreading a message We are bringing people into the Second Amendment. We are telling people that, you know what? It's not okay to allow criminals to kill you. It's not okay to allow people to destroy your personal property. If there is a terrorist attack in this country, it's not okay for you to hide in a bathroom and cry, Lord, please save me. You know, I'm not saying the Lord won't save you. Obviously, He can. But what I'm saying is that if you are prepare yourself and you come here to channels like mine and multiple channels out there, you know, and you start like preparing for this, if something happened, you have a chance. If you don't have one of this, guys, let me tell you something. If you don't have one of this, you have no chance. This is going to give you a chance. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you know, and something's happening, and you don't have one of this, you have zero chance. I mean, your chances of survival are nothing. Somebody's going to come and kill you, and you're just going to sit around while your family is getting killed. But if you have one of those, you have a chance. The police ain't going to show up to help you out. Trust me, I work as a military police officer. I responded to hundreds of calls. They're not going to. So we have channels here spreading the message, you know, spreading the message. It's not okay for a criminal to kill you. It's not okay for a terrorist to kill you and kill your family. It's not okay for a guy in California that can't find a girlfriend go on a rampage and kill you. So do whatever you have to do, because the police won't be there, and you are a law-abiding citizen. You are a good citizen of this country. You pay your taxes, you pay whatever, and you all have the right to defend yourself. So when you have channels like mine spreading that message and then they get cut off, I mean, that's not good. But instead, we spend the whole time arguing over Patreon. Arguing over this, you know, because $1 a month, $12 a year. I donate to like 6, 7, 8 channels in Patreon. I donate to money on Patreon to people. I don't just collect money. We are arguing over $1 a month. You know, but we get Hickok getting 16 million views for the Second Amendment, you know, a month. And people are complaining about nonsense. Like, you know, your camera is not good or your audio is not good. You know, like I get people to complain about my videos. Oh, your videos are not good. Don't watch them, dude. Don't watch my videos. I don't ask you to watch my videos. Like, seriously, you know. Plus, I don't even care. You know, if somebody like, look at Chan's cartons in the house. If he sends me an email and he goes like, you know what, man, I think you should like work on this, I'll be like, all right, you know, fellow Marine, fellow Devil Dog, you know, the real Cobra Burnout, those guys been with me for like years. I mean, this guy's been following me for years. I listen, you know, I'll be like, all right, let me see what I'm doing. I need to readjust some stuff. Got it. But if some of the trolls that start like talking crap, I just erase you, man. I could care less what you said, man. That's the reality, you know. That's just how it is. So don't get wrapped up around the little things. Really don't. You know, really don't get wrapped up around the little things. There's great people in the community here that are doing great things for the community, and we definitely need to support it. Look, Abaddon 12 just started a new company with apparel selling t-shirts, really cool t-shirts. Go and support him. He's a gun guy. Go and support him. Buy something. You know, CMax has cancer. The dude has cancer. Start praying for him right now. And if you can, send him $1, man. That's just how it is. Let's start being cheap and help each other. You know, I send him some money. You know, it's just crazy to hear some of these guys talking crap, man. It's just, I won't watch your channel. I'm going to unsubscribe. Unsubscribe, man. Don't feel special. You know, by tomorrow, you're going to unsubscribe right now. By tomorrow, I'm going to have 20 more. So don't feel special, man. That's what I got to say about that. All right. I don't think I went in a rampage. Capo, if you're watching the video, I'm sorry, man. This is supposed to be a VR to you, but I went into some rampage about something else, you know. I appreciate it. Oh, man. All right. Let's see. I got a couple of things to do right now. I got to finish painting the bathroom. Believe it or not, I'm a regular dude. So I got to finish painting the bathroom. And I got to spend time with the family. I got to hang a TV for my kid. So paint the bathroom, hang the TV, take a shower, and go to sleep because I got to work 6 days this coming week. Monday to Saturday. That's how we do it. So some of you Marines out there, we got to work, right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hot. It's like 100 degrees out there, but we got to work and we got to do it. I'm not a rich YouTuber. Sponsors don't pay me thousands of dollars to do this. I'm a regular dude like you guys. But if you're a sponsor out there and you want to pay me thousands of dollars, I'd take it. So don't think I won. So again, big shout out to some of you guys out there. I appreciate the support. Stay tuned. God is doing amazing things in my life. I'm just going to share with you guys right now. God is doing great things in my life and my family. And I need to start appreciating some of those things and giving him glory because he is moving things in my life that is just amazing, And he has done great things lately. He always do good things, but lately I've been feeling his love like it's nothing. It's just crazy. It's what I've been feeling. So, thank you so much for some of you guys that pray for me. Thank you so much for some of you guys that support me from day one. The Lord is being really, extremely good to me. Lately has been amazing. And, the key here is to always praise him in the good and in the bad. You can't praise him in the good. It's easy to praise him in the good. It's easy to say God is good when everything's going your way, right? So we have to tell God is good when everything's going the opposite and everything's going the wrong way. So God is always good. So again, I appreciate you guys' support. Stay tuned. We got a lot of videos going on. And, guys, as always, God is in control.